Okay, maybe someone of you knows what is a movie review, what it is a movie review about, or something like that, or what you understand when I say movie review.
Teacher, it is when you talk about a movie and that movie, no sé cómo decir, pero bueno.
Okay, try it.
Hasta ahí.
Okay, what is the movie? What do you think about the movie? Maybe.
What do you think about the movie? Talk about something related to the movie, to the actors, or to the story of the movie, and that.
Yes. Actually, that is a movie review. It's to give a point of view to a reader. Actually, yes. Maybe you are going to evaluate a movie. Okay. We have to take into account three things. Okay. The first one is the context of the movie. What is the context of the movie? What is the second is the actors, and the third is what do you think about the movie? Okay, we are going to try to write a paragraph using each one of them. It means that you need 3 paragraphs when you talk about a review, a movie review, or review of the movie. Okay, you understand? If any one of you need to ask something, pregunta nomás. What happened?
No, perdón, es que no estaba haciendo una cosa. Sí, tomó lista, entonces no.
Sí, ya tomé lista, ya están los 24.
Ya, teacher, sorry.
Y hay alguien más también. Okay. Okay, you know what is the gender of the movie? Or what do you understand with gender?
Is the type of movie that we are going to see in the cinema. Like, we want to see something that we can laugh. We saw comedy,
Perfect.
or if we. Okay.
Perfect. Actually, yes. You have here a list of the genders of the movie. You have comedy, you have science fiction. You know what is science fiction, yes? Horror movie, action movie, romantic movie. You have a documentary, musical, thriller, western, or disaster movie, okay? You know what is the differences here between horror movie and thriller?
Thriller is like teacher, how to say suspenso, and horror
Thriller.
film is
Actually,
like
thriller is suspense.
real something.
Perfect. And an horror movie?
Is that something? As the movie that want to be make you scream like this. Something
Yeah,
that
most of the time you have I don't know a monster or a phantom or something like that, yeah, and a lot of blood. Okay, and a thriller movie actually is just, as you say, scaries and something like that. Yes, the most of the time could be kind of drama, but it is not a drama really, but it is kind of that. Yes, but it is just a thriller. Thriller means suspense. Okay, okay, you have the action.
It could be, for example, the movie 2012.
¿Viste esa de la roca rascacielos?
Okay, which okay, yes. This one is a disaster movie. You have, for example,
Valle de San Andrés.
Perfect, San Andres. This one is a disaster movie. It is about natural phenomenon, actually. Yes. Another that you know.
2012.
Perfect, Danny. This is another perfect, Dylan. This is another movie that it is based on the destruction of the earth, maybe, and it is called disaster movie. You understand Western, maybe?
Of the Old West is like a movie of cowboys, I think.
Perfect. Actually, yes. Western is a movie of cowboys. Okay, of cowboys. Perfect. Thriller. Okay, musical. You know another one.
La La Land.
Perfect. This is a wonderful movie. La La Land. Another that you know.
High School Musical.
Yeah, this is a good example. High School Musical.
Teen Beach Movie. Ay, sí iba a decir
Perfect.
yo.
Actually, Disney movies are the most of them are musicals. Okay, documentary is easy. Okay, it is sometimes it's about natural thing, maybe animals, maybe climates, or maybe I don't know, maybe the humanity or something like that, or histories. Okay, like that documentary. Romantic comedy. You know what is the romantic comedy?
Ay, no, mentira.
It's like the movies of
Sí,
when it's romantic but have a comedy. Also like the movies that
Amigos con Derecho, profe, esa es comedia
Okay, yes,
romántica.
perfect. This one is a good
The
example. That
proposal.
is a a romantic movie, just romantic, not comedy. You know, maybe a movie like that.
Titanic.
Could be Titanic. Perfect. Another. Maybe you know another movie that it is only romantic.
Twilight.
Twilight, I think, is science fiction because of the plot. Actually, yes. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. You know science fiction, for example. Examples of science fiction.
The Avengers.
Could be Avengers. Perfect. Another one.
X-Men.
Back to the Future.
Star Wars.
Perfect. Star Wars is a good example of science fiction. Back to the Future.
Deadpool.
Another. Deadpool,
Deadpool,
it's
profe.
okay. Yes, Deadpool, it's okay. And you know another movie, another genre about comedy now.
Si fueras yo.
Perfect. If I were me, perfect. Comedy. Another example of comedy.
Stand-up comedy, cuenta tipo.
Anchorman.
Jackass son
Perfect. Jackass could be
comedies.
a comedy movie. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it could be. Okay. This is what you have to understand first in order to give your review or your point of view. Because when you watch a movie, the gender is the most important part. What happens if you watch a horror movie, for example, and this movie doesn't scare you? This is a good movie or is not? Yes? You understand why we have to know the gender of the movie first? Okay, the second part that we have to take into account is the set. What is the meaning of set? Is the place where and when the movie is developed, okay? Or where is the platform the movie, okay? For example, we have in a prison in New York in the 60s, for example, Famous Paris, The Future, The Far West.
Sí.
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
Yes, Tomorrowland.
Okay, Tomorrowland, in which place or where is setting? In which age or in which time?
Present.
Tomorrowland, in the present or in the future, in the dystopic future, actually?
In the present and in the future.
Perfect, could be a dystopic future, a dystopic present, actually, yes? Could be. Okay, the third part that you have to take into account is the character, okay? The actors, the character, and the directing, okay? You have, for example, you know what is the differences between actor and character?
Yes, teacher.
What is the difference?
Character is personality.
The actor is who interprets the character.
Perfect. Okay. For example, I have the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. You know this movie, yes? What is the main character here?
Jack Sparrow.
Okay, perfect. And what is the main actor here?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Perfect.
Johnny Depp.
Nico. Doesn't matter, Nico. Okay, pero ya volvió. Okay, perfect. Okay, if that movie is directed by which person, you know? You know the direction? Who's the director of the Pirates of the Caribbean? No? Okay, doesn't matter. This is when you watch the movie, you have to take into account when you are going to make a review, how to notice that little things, okay, of the movie. Okay, another thing that you have to take into account, it's a brief summary of the plot. Okay, what is the plot? You understand the word plot?
Yes, teacher, is what the movie is about.
Okay, another thing that you have to take into account is useful vocabulary. Those is a vocabulary that you can use when you watch or when you make a movie review, okay? You have to take into account the music, the sets, the effects, the imagination, the storyline. You know what is the storyline?
The time that the story takes place could be.
Could be, okay. Is the continuity, yes, of the movie. You notice sometimes that you have a movie and you watch that movie and the beginning it's okay, it is catchy, the plot actually or the develop of the movie it's okay, but the end is not okay. Yes, maybe it
Mist.
makes not sense or something like that in the movie. Yes, this is the storyline, ¿sí? La línea del tiempo. Tiene que irse contando, tiene que irse desarrollando de una manera continua y sin cortes, okay? You understand? Okay, you have another words, for example, unique, magical, hilarious, great
Good
acting.
morning, teacher.
Hi, Pris.
Hi. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Teacher.
Hi, teacher.
Teacher.
Hi, my viewers. I miss you. Hola, amores. Les voy a pedir, por favor, que enciendan sus cámaras. Recuerden que durante la clase las cámaras deben estar todo el tiempo encendidas. De lo contrario, el profe tiene la autorización de calificarles sobre la mitad la clase, ¿sí? Por favor, no se olviden. Yo voy a estar todo el tiempo chequeando. Si tienen algún problema con la cámara, Dylan, Esteban, Martín, por favor que sus padres me comenten por un mail qué es lo que está pasando con la camarita. De lo contrario, tenemos que tenerla siempre encendida, ¿ya?
Okay.
Recuerden tener un lugar
There
adecuado
are
para
other
trabajar.
things, for example, the inspiring music, the wonderful sets, absolutely amazing, truly frightening. What do you think truly frightening is a good adjective or a good characteristic for a movie?
For horror or thriller movie.
Perfect. Actually, you are going to use truly frightening when you watch a horror movie, actually. Yes? Perfect. You have another vocabulary that it is the negative vocabulary. You have, for example, boring storyline. It happens when you have a long movie and it makes no sense, or it has a lot of plots, or it has a lot of histories in the same place, and it doesn't have a real meaning, actually. Okay? You have an awful acting, too long. It is related with the storyline or the time of the movie. You have unconvincing. What unconvincing? Because it maybe says something that it is not coherent, okay? Or something like that. This is terrible or a silly ending. What happened with the silly ending? Yes, it's the same. When you watch a movie and the end of the movie is like, what happened here? This is not real, or it is silly, or it is stupid, okay? For example, yes. And you have the last part, that it is your opinion, okay? The reviewer's opinion or recommendation. It's good idea. It's a good idea to give some recommendations when you make a movie review, okay? Those are some examples. Those are some phrases that you can use when you are making a movie review. For example, it's a must see. It's a must see. It's worth seeing. Don't miss it. It's a waste of time, or it isn't worth seeing. Okay, you understand those words? And why? For example, if you say me, it's worth seeing. Vale la pena verlo. Why? ¿Por qué? Yes. Why you recommend that movie, or why you recommend that other people watch that movie? Okay, it's the same when you say, for example, it's a waste of time. Why? Why it is not good movie? What? Because I don't know. Because the actors, because the characters, because the interpretation, or because I don't know, the set, the length of the movie, and those things. You understand? Yes. Someone of you has any question, maybe?
No.
Okay, perfect. So we are going to continue with this one, okay? This is the second part. You watch another presentation? Yes? This is the movie review structure. Now we are going to structure our movie review. You need 3 paragraphs, okay? The first one has the name of the film, the director, and the leading actors. Okay, you understand what is the meaning of leading actors? Could be.
Actores principales.
Perfect. Is another way to say main actors. Okay. Okay, you have the name of the film. The director. What do you think about the direction? For example, you know a very, very famous director.
Quentin Tarantino,
Okay,
Steven
Tarantino.
Guillermo del Toro.
Spielberg, George
Guillermo del
Lucas.
Toro. Perfect. Another. Steven Spielberg. It is the most common, actually. Yes, and it has and he has a lot of good movies, actually. Yes. Okay. Perfect. It is great. It is wonderful. It is a fantastic book. Okay, could be based on a fantastic book. There's are 3 reasons why I good. For example, estas son 3 razones. Perfect. Those things. Okay, you have another. For example, this one. You know this movie? I'm going to give you the homework. What is your